click on it and share, I'm going to get it to you.
Okay.
We're just doing them now. We're just putting them on there now.
Okay.
It's really cool. You get to see it. You'll like the way it looks too. Have you seen one of the videos? They're really nice. Okay. Yes. Welcome to the show, everyone. I am so excited. They've upped the notch in here, and it looks great, and I'm excited about that. And if you want to get yourself heard on the show, just give us a call here at the station at 602-277-5369. We'll get you hooked up with me so you can get yourself on Networking Arizona. I'm going to go ahead right in with my first guest, who's been on with me several years, several times. I've got Doc. He's the owner of Hypnotic One. Welcome to the show.
Hey, it's always great to be here, Carol.
You know what? You got to tell everybody a little bit about yourself, what you've been doing, what you do, and how long you've been doing, your background, and then you have a special guest today. Go ahead.
Well, I'm a certified clinical hypnotherapist. I've been doing it for almost 30 years. I've worked in Honduras, I've worked all over the U.S., and I've worked in Australia, I've worked in Asia, and I help people achieve their goals. It's just not smoking and weight loss. It's for business, it's for personal, it's for allergies, it's for alcohol, it's for... You know what, if you're not getting what you want, then go to somebody that can help you, and that's what we do. Now,
you, again, have been doing this for how long?
30 years.
30 years. You have a 98% success rate. You do things for people that are, it's a specific program for each person.
Right. I custom build every program for the person that comes in, because if I have 50 people that want to lose weight, I have 50 different programs for them, because everybody's a little bit different, and that's why we have a 98% success rate.
You also do a free 30 to 60 minute consultation. It comes along with a CD. I want you to tell everybody a little bit about what that is, because we're going to have them call you for that.
Yeah, and you know what, a lot of people have got the old ideas what hypnosis is. You know what, the guy that swings the watch or the medallion and you go and do dumb things on the stage. That's not what we do. But what we do is to get you to do the things that you need to do to be successful, whether it's taking off weight, quitting smoking, getting off alcohol, whatever, better relationships. That's what we do, because it's a mental thing. It's just like if you have a computer, if you got a virus in your computer, you got to get the virus out. And most people that's not achieving their goal, they're the ones standing between them and success. And that's kind of like a virus in your own mind. You're talking yourself out of success.
You also say you will not let people fail.
I'm not going to let people fail. The only way you can fail is not to show up, not follow directions, not to come in.
Now, you also do a lifetime guarantee.
I do a lifetime guarantee, because you know what, if a person gets off cigarettes or alcohol or whatever it may be, you know what, I work with them usually 4 to 6 weeks, and I don't charge per session, I just charge for the program. But you know what, I give them a lot of CDs, and I give them book work and things that helps them get ready to be successful. But maybe in 6 years or 5 years or a year later, they starting to put the weight on, or they started drinking. You know what? Just give me a call. Come on back in. I don't charge for that.
Right. Now, your website is hypnotic1.com, and you like people to call you direct. He's on the air. That's why he would like you to call him, and you can leave a message. Your number is 602-547-0446, and you're going to get a free 30 to 60 minute consultation along with that CD.
Right. You know what, you come in, if it's not for you, hey, there's no arm twisting or anything like that. We're not high pressure, because we might tell you that you're not ready to change either.
And you might not be, so yeah. You don't know until you sit down and talk. Now, you have a guest with you.
Yeah, and you know what, I met Cheryl. Cheryl's along with us today. I met her actually on your show. And I'm going to let her talk for a little bit, but she come in for one thing and got a lot more out of it than she expected to. Cheryl, what did you come in and see me for?
The truth?
Yeah.
I came in because I wanted help with my anger. And then I thought, if I could lose a few pounds, what the hey? Hypnosis I haven't tried. You know, I've tried diets, but you know, this looks like an easier way to lose weight.
So the big thing wasn't taking off the pounds, but even though you took off 15 pounds anyway in a few weeks, but the big thing was getting rid of your anger, taking control of your life.
Yes.
So, okay, now I got to talk to you, Cheryl. Welcome back.
Hi, honey.
And I love that. That's another thing that's really cool about this show, too. People meet other people, and you have this happen, and it's awesome. So you went there and you had some anger issues. So you were listening, going, who would know? No, we don't know what's inside and what's going on with you. But you had some issues that you were dealing with, and you decided to give him a call. But before you came on here, you said, Carol, more than just the one thing that I was looking for to help me change.
No, exactly. I mean, I'm just like anybody else. I'm skeptical. I mean, whatever. I don't know this guy. I know you. And he's on here, same as I am, and I'm going like, well, whatever. Let's just go try. I recently went through a business situation that did not go well, and I was very, very angry about that. And when I first went to see him, he asked me a question. When he does this initial consultation, it's very life-changing because the questions are, they're questions that you just go, what? Somebody just asked me that? And I did say I'm tired of being angry when things don't work out my way. And anyway, long story short, I haven't had a drink of alcohol since August 6th. And as I was telling you in the room, I had my first beer when I was 7 because my dad made homemade brew. And my mom wouldn't drink hers, and I would. I mean, I didn't get drunk until I was in high school, but my family, it was very social to have alcohol. And my husband and I, drinking is just happy hour since we've been retired. It's something that I look forward to. I still do. I just don't drink alcohol. And I didn't go to him to ask him to stop me from drinking alcohol. That's my personal choice. Mm-hmm. To sleep, to get along with people.
You know what? You first told me it was a little bit strained, your relationship with your husband.
Oh, it always has been. I mean, 42 years. I mean, let's get on this here. Come on.
And how is it now?
It's awesome. And the other thing that happened, I'm not critical. I'm a very critical person of myself and other people, and I haven't been critical of him once since I went. I mean, I don't know who's more surprised, him or me. And it's amazing what comes out of a person when you're not criticizing.
So it wasn't a superficial makeover. It wasn't just on the surface. It was down to the core.
No, I've had therapy up the wazoo. Nothing wrong with that. I've gone to people that speak languages out of when they're laying on their bed. It's not them. It's a man's voice and not a woman's. I've done everything. My husband said, any weird thing out there you've done, he'll do it. And I'm proud of that. But this is a totally different approach than anything you think. No, you don't act like a chicken. You're awake the whole time this happens. So you go, how can you really be hypnotized? Really, how can you? But it's life-changing because of the information that you get and the way that he does it. He does not talk down to you like you're stupid. He does not talk down to you like you have a problem. Everything is on a level that you can receive it, and you go, oh my God. And it changes everything.
That's amazing. Powerful. I can't.
It's not me, it's people. You know what? They've got the talent. All I do is bring it out into them.
Now, I want to get out your information too. He wants you to call him direct. You can leave a message. You can tell him what's going on. He will connect with you after the show. And if it's not you, if it's someone you know, if it's a son or daughter, I don't care who it is, it's time to do something about it.
Yeah, why go through life being the way you are? If you're doing great now, then you know what? Find out somebody that's not doing as good as you are, and get them my information. But you know what? We can't do miracles, but after we work with it, it seems like it is a miracle.
Absolutely. Now again, that number is 602-547-0446. It's Hypnotic, the number one.com, and you're getting a free 30 to 60-minute consultation along with that CD. He's not going to let you fail. I want to go back to you because when you went to him, I know that you were ready, which is another very, very important thing, that you were ready. And there's so many people out there, and we have a minute. So before we go to a break, I want to just say, how did it feel just to get hypnotized? Was it the best thing you ever did?
You don't realize you're even getting hypnotized. You're just listening to words, and you close your eyes. It's not like you think at all. Mm-hmm. It's like a meditation, but you're awake. Yeah, unless at night I fell asleep many times listening to his voice, but I was in bed.
Yeah, it's a mind shift, but you don't realize it because your mind shifts every day, many times throughout the day. You know what? So you know, it is more than just words, but we need those words in our life.
And we also need to get help. And we all have some sort of issue, something that's blocking us. Now, again, that number is 602-547-0446. Hypnotic, the number 1.com. We're going to come back in just a minute and talk further with them. Hang on tight, guys.
I see this guy, we're going,
Wow.
good.
Great. Fantastic.
It's been fun. Now you want to continue like this, with this one like this, or how do you want to do it? Same
Sure.
thing. So you kind of see, and this is a little different than what I normally do, but it's also very similar too.
So in essence, you're just having a conversation, but you have an audience of a gazillion people out there.
Pardon me?
You have an audience of a gazillion people out there, but you're just having a conversation.
Yeah, they all just drove off the road. They're so excited.
Listen to the radio. That's your commercial.
Mastercare Home Care and Healthcare hires for heart and trains for success. Mastercare is looking for individuals who strive to make a difference in someone's life, providing care in a client's home or facility. We provide all training on-site at our state-of-the-art skills lab. At Mastercare, client safety is our main priority. All employees must provide a fingerprint clearance card, pass a national background check, and a 10-panel drug screen. Visit gomastercare.com.
I think I will come in, come back, do a little tiny bit of some different things, then come back to her. How's that? Okay.
Outhouse Plumbing is a residential and commercial plumbing contractor serving the valley since 1974. Licensed, bonded, and insured. Be proactive with cost-saving updates for your home with solar, tankless water heaters, and more. Call 480-503-2427. They flush away the competition.
That's Ted. Ted.
That's
Ted's
Ted.
ads. Ted's ads. Don't lose too much more. Of
Well,
what
I'm going to be a threat
to.
to anybody.
Call me.
I will. We got a lot to talk about.
Just call me whenever you can. Just call me whenever.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. So welcome back, everyone. We're talking with Doc of Hypnotic One, and he has with him a guest. But I want to talk a little bit about some of the different things. I love doing that with you because, you know, people always think of hypnosis, especially for smoking, drinking, drugs. That's the, you know, weight loss is the first thing that they think about. But there are so many other things. Doc's phone number, I want to get it out, and he wants you to call him. If you call him direct, his number is 602-547-0446. He wants to help you or anyone you know, and he can talk to you. You're going to get a free 30 to 60-minute consultation along with that CD. He has a 98% success rate. He won't let you fail. It's a lifetime guarantee. The only thing that you are doing by failing is by not calling.
That's
so
it.
pick
That's
up the
it.
phone.
And you know what, like the last show we did it on menopause. The lady come in and said her hot flashes went way down to almost nothing. Her mood swings went way down. You know what, I've had nail biters. I've worked with professional sports people. You know, the thing of it is our mind controls our body. It isn't the other way around. And so let's start getting our mind programmed to give you the results that you want.
His number is 602-547-0446. It's hypnotic, the number 1.com.
Who wouldn't want to be a little bit more successful in their life in every area of their life? I just don't understand that. You know what? And why would you sit there and go, oh, I shouldn't call. I don't know if it'll work. Why not call, set an appointment, come in, and see if it will?
What I love the most that I've heard, especially for the last couple of times of the different people that have been on with you, is that, well, first of all, the one woman that came in last time really came in for her daughter,
Yeah.
who was that, and then 5 years later, you know, she was dealing with something, and so that changed that. And here Cheryl is talking that she came in for something completely different, and now 4 other things have gotten better just from that one time. Cheryl, how long have you been going to him now?
I think it was prior to,
Oh, well.
no. I went to, let's see, it was July.
So it's a
It-
couple of months.
Last of July, yeah.
Well, the first initial consultation was
Yeah.
July, and I left there just furious.
And why was that?
Because he asked me a question, and do you want me to tell him the question?
Sure.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. He said, I told him I was married for 42 years, and hi, honey, if you're listening, and where we'd moved, this is our 15th move, and blah blah blah. And he said, well, if I were you, no, he says, I just wonder how upset you must be that you've given your whole life to him in your marriage. And I went, I never really looked at it that way, but I was furious. And it took me a good 10 days to figure out that the person I was the angriest with was myself.
Yeah.
Which I already know that, but you know, you have to get it on that level. And when I finally got that with me, then I went, oh my God, there's so much to this. Let's explore this. Let's find out.
And you got to get the truth out. You got to get what you're believing out. You know what? Once you get it out and deal with it, you know what? And you can move past it instead of suppressing it. Because what Cheryl's doing, she was suppressing those feelings and not really addressing them. But she was suppressing them with anger, with alcohol, and with, you know what? And anger toward herself, and anger toward her husband, anger toward everybody.
Who's not doing that? Who's thinking of it right now going, I do that all the time?
Yeah, and I want everybody to think right now, who's standing between you and success? Was it your husband, your spouse, your brother, your sister, your mom, your dad, or was it really you? And it needs to be taking control of your life and getting over that. You can't do it on your own, because if you could, you'd have already done it. Come in and get a few sessions, get some help, and move past it and give up that negative stuff of the past.
602-547-0446. Again, it's hypnotic, the number one.com. You're getting a free 30 to 60 minutes consultation for that. And he wants you to call, leave a message. Please leave a message so that he can connect with you. Okay, some of the different things. You know, I guess when you're thinking about all of this, it comes down to certain things like self-esteem, self-confidence, things like that.
Well, sure. You know, how can you have any self-confidence if your self-esteem's down on the floor? You know what? And why would you have any self-discipline if you don't have any really self-esteem? You kind of give up, you curl up, and you're depressed and everything else. We get people out of that within a few sessions.
Depression.
Depression is pretty simple, because that's self-induced. We have to change the thinking. It's just like rebooting your computer and eliminating that virus in there that says you're worthless.
I cannot believe that you can actually help somebody with high blood pressure.
That's another thing.
Well, there you go.
Well, Cheryl, tell us what happened.
Yeah, I mean, I've had high blood pressure since 2007. My mom passed away. That's part of the reason, right? And I've been on medication, but my blood pressure has still been, 170, sometimes over 110. And I'm on medication. I'm on two medications. My blood pressure now is 122 over 83.
Wow.
Holy moly.
No drugs.
You know,
Well,
that-
I'm still taking my medication because, of
But
course,
I
I'm
mean,
worried.
you didn't get them from, he didn't.
No drugs.
You know why?
And you
Because
didn't
you're
take any more drugs,
No,
otherwise,
no,
yeah, it
no.
just naturally comes down. And most people get a lot better sleep too, and they get rid of
another
it.
thing.
Yeah, and they get rid of the inflammation. See, that's a big thing. Is once you start totally relaxing, you're going to get rid of some of that high blood pressure. You're going to get rid of some of that sleepless nights. And you know what? I personally don't need a lot of sleep. I do 4 to 5 hours a night. I'm refreshed. I wake up going, and you know what? And then maybe once a month I sleep a little longer, but I don't force myself to get up But the blood pressure, the sleep, there's so many extra benefits to the programs. It's just.
I'm going to go through just a few because then I want to go to another side of it real quickly. But
Sure.
nail biting, those kids that are doing nail biting, they're cutting. There's so many things that they're doing today.
I had one client come from Hawaii for cutting, and a 16-year-old boy, he doesn't cut anymore. And you know, nail biting, hair pulling, you know what, picking at your skin, stuttering. There are so many things, and it's not just the negative. You know what? We have a lot of positive. We have a lot of people that have businesses that we get into having them all of a sudden being more outgoing, more positive, more assertive and aggressive with their business, not with their clients, but with their business, so they become successful. Because most self-employed people talk themselves out of success.
Well, you don't have to be self-employed. You know, there's a lot of people out there that are in positions, they were put in positions of management that they're not ready for that, or they don't think they can handle it. There's a lot of things.
You know, I've had people that come to me that, yeah, they was promoted too soon. They're ceiling, otherwise they're above where their limitations was, and we got to raise those limitations up.
Okay, so let me go ahead and give out this information again. It is 602-547-0446, hypnotic, the number 1.com. You're getting that free 30 to 60-minute consultation, 98% success rate. I can see why. And these are customized to fit your needs. He won't let you fail. It's a lifetime guarantee. Pick up the phone and make the phone call. Okay, now going into okay, I lost it. I was going to
Well,
ask
you know what? I had a just a real quick one here. Everybody needs a little bit better sleep, and I said something about it earlier, but you know what? I had a client right after the last show. He heard I come on. Within a week, he, after 40 years of not being able to sleep, within a week, he's all of a sudden sleeping 3 and 4 nights a week.
I'm so tired.
You know, and then all of a sudden, after the second session, he was doing 6 nights a week. You know what? His wife still doesn't believe it, but he says, honey, it works.
And that's another thing is that you know, you're married, you're in a relationship. Anybody out there that's in a relationship with you, if you're with somebody that you're not dealing well with, it's wonderful how now the two of you are like you just said, you weren't always that happy. You were, you know, when I say not happy, there were struggles, and there's struggles in
There
every
always
relationship.
has been, you know, and one of you's up, the other one's down. And I have to tell you, my husband, I told Doc this, he said the girl I married 42 years ago was married.
Isn't that cool?
Nice.
I like that. You know what? That's really cool. I love it that I'm so thankful that I can touch people's lives.
And you've been doing this an awful long time. Doc, we only have about a minute or so. What are some of your final words for today?
You know what? Everybody wants something. Are you willing to step out of your boat and walk on the water? Are you really willing to take and move forward? Or are you going to sit there and think about it another 5 or 10 years or 5 or 10 weeks? Why not just call? Why not just set up an appointment? See how simple and easy it is. And by the way, all hypnotists are not the same. You know what? I've had 30 years in this business. I've had a lot of training, did a lot of different things, worked in the hospitals, did a lot of things. And you know what? Make sure if you don't go to me, if you go to another hypnotist, make sure they got credentials. Make sure that they've got an office, because a lot of them don't. Make sure that they've had people in your situation and worked with them.
Make sure that they're doing this full time. Make sure that this
Yeah.
is their job.
Yeah, this is what I do. This is full time for me.
Yeah, and again, you've helped a lot of people. You won't let people fail. And tell them about your guarantee too, the lifetime guarantee.
I give you a lifetime guarantee. Otherwise, if you work with me once, you can come back in for the rest of your life and get a tune-up or a fresh-up.
Give him a call. He wants you to call him direct. Leave a message because he's on the air right now. He wants to connect with everybody. It's 602-547-0446. That's 602-547-0446. It's hypnotic, the number 1.com.
Bring your kids and your grandkids in.
We couldn't get that out.
I know it.
What was that you said?
Bring your kids and your grandkids in.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Great show.
that was.
Great show.
That
You
was
always
awesome.
do. You
No, but
always
no,
do.
you too. That was awesome.
No, she's very
Very
talented, that's
flowy,
right.
very wonderful.
And Cheryl, thank you so much.
Oh, jeez.
Don't do
What was
that.
that?
I know she didn't get angry.
I didn't.
It's
But
water.
you could
Spilled
see
water on
the-
your clean carpet.
Oh, that's
It's
okay.
just water.
You could see the you can see it. You can see it all over. It just exudes.
It's a new lighting.
It's just amazing. It
is
really
nice.
is.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you.
Be careful when you do it.
Sorry.
I mean, I don't think
I
it's
will talk to you guys.